Hello, this is Surya Silva, welcoming you back to Life Beyond Limits for Women. This is Module 5 and Lesson 2. In this lesson, we're going to talk about living in a state of gratitude. Oprah Winfrey shares her wisdom in this quote: "Be thankful for what you have. You'll end up having more. If you concentrate on what you don't have, you will never ever have enough." Oprah confirms our discussions through the program. When we focus on what we don't have, we have more of what we don't want. When we focus on what is missing, we have more of what is missing. Conversely, when you're thankful for everything that you do have, you have more of those aspects of your life, and that's the focus for us. People have been talking about gratitude for many years, and possibly you already use a gratitude process. Positive psychology has spoken about the topic for a long time and suggests that gratitude is a tool for happiness. It leads to increased well-being, to more energy and optimism, and more happiness. In the previous lesson, we looked at the principle life is about the state you are in, the state of your body, your mind, and your spirit. Now we're going to expand that state to include living in a state of gratitude. This builds on to our earlier statement that life happens through you. Life happens through your awareness and your consciousness, not to you. To live in a state of gratitude is far more than the intellectual acknowledgement of being thankful. I'm suggesting a much deeper connection with yourself as you appreciate all that you have in your life. As an example, what if you were to focus on the fact that you are alive today? You have the opportunity of another day of precious human life. You have the opportunity to be more, do more, have more, and most importantly, give more. That's a blessing in itself. Life is a mirror and reflects back to you how you are living. Are you familiar with the words, "What you sow, you reap. What you give, you receive. What you see in others exists in yourself"? Life is about your perceptions, the meaning that you give to something. Let's see how it works. When you focus on what you don't have, you live inside a story of lack. The energy of lack is often deprivation. Because you feel deprived of what you want or think you should have, it sets up a range of other reactions and emotions. Then it doesn't matter how much comes in, it will never fill you because you're focusing on what you don't have. Perhaps you're disappointed or angry about something in life. You want more from those close to you. You want them to fill you up. You want them to make you feel better. Unfortunately, though, they can never really do that. Any positive feedback that you do receive passes you by because you're unaware that you're not open to receiving. There's an old habit happening. The habit may well be, "There's not enough for me," or "I'm not good enough," or "I'm not worthy of love or care," or something similar. This is a really lonely place. Gratitude can't exist in the same space as anger or fear or criticism for yourself or others. Neither can it exist in combination with being judgmental or resentful. Learn to let go of those emotions. Use the techniques we've discussed in the program. And a much better choice is to move into self-acceptance. Self-acceptance is a process of coming to terms with who you are and all aspects of yourself. Learn to be kind and gentle with yourself, no matter what's happening. Acknowledge that you're willing to be brave in order to grow through the old habits. It takes time, patience, and a willingness to keep going. The old paradigms may well tell you to give up, and that would be such a great loss. You're learning to let go, and this process in this whole program is about transformation. You're transforming from old places of limits into new places of freedom and expression of who you are. Self-care, self-acceptance is a very beautiful place to live. This quote from Kelly McGonigal says it so well. Our brains are wired to be critical of ourselves and compassionate towards others because they are instinctively driven to seek acceptance from a group. The trick is learning to turn our natural compassion inward as well as outward. There's such a lot of truth in those words. Learning to be compassionate and kind with yourself as well as others. And sometimes that can be a little challenging, and it will take you a process to get there. So I've developed another technique for you that'll be really helpful. And I'm going to invite you now to learn to fill up first before you start giving out in the day. What I mean by that is to learn to charge your mind and your body with energy and focus every day before you start your day or you attempt to give to other people. You create a routine for yourself, a ritual that you practice every single morning. And the full script of this is in your notes. So number 1, meditate for a few minutes to calm the mind and the nervous system and connect with compassion for yourself and your environment. Number 2, connect with your higher consciousness or intuition and listen for the messages from the infinite intelligence. Number 3, create an intention for the day. This might be part of your goals or desires that you're working towards achieving. Visualize yourself doing your absolute best throughout the day. Focus on being more loving today. Do you need to forgive someone or let go of an incident that is bothering you? Release any pain, the hidden pains. Release them and let them go. Write down at least 5 things that creates a deep sense of gratitude in your life. They can be simple things, important things that you notice. Give thanks for them. Now, if you start to apply this as a discipline and a commitment to yourself, you'll change your life radically, because the mere fact that you're charging your mind and your body is so potent and powerful for you. You can change your perceptions and change your world by developing awareness of all that you do have, of living in this state of gratitude. The universe is abundant when we look for it. And you learn how to notice and live inside all of that abundance, which takes you into this state of gratitude. I love this quote from Sarah Bretna. I'm sorry, I said your name incorrectly there, Sarah. It's Sarah Ban Bretna. She says, both abundance and lack exist simultaneously in our lives as parallel realities. It's always our conscious choice which secret garden we will tend. When we choose not to focus on what is missing from our lives, but are grateful for the abundance that's present, love, health, family, friends, work, the joys of nature, and personal pursuits that bring us pleasure, the wasteland of illusion falls away and we experience heaven on earth. Isn't that beautiful? Those words are so clear. Your choice is to focus on the garden of lack, or you can focus in the garden of abundance. Which will you choose? When you live in a state of gratitude, and this state of gratitude that fills you from the inside, something extraordinary does happen. You have far greater capacity for real happiness. And that happiness comes from inside too. You experience a fullness in the heart. And from that fullness, you increase your capacity to give to others. And as you give, you're more able to receive. I'm inviting you to make a commitment to yourself, to ignite your joy and passion. Honor your intuition from the last lesson. Choose to live in a state of gratitude. You're increasing your awareness, your consciousness, and your vibration. Decide to live in a state of gratitude and notice the difference that it makes for you. I'll leave you with that for today. Reflect on this lesson. Go and shift your state right now and fill yourself with a gratitude for everything that you have in your life. And I'll see you in the next lesson. Bye for now.